Yeah, I think I've got everything up. Fingers crossed that this works, but yeah, it should be alright. What is happening in J Gaming Dude here with some more Final Fantasy XIV, and more importantly, we have finally reached the moon. Oh, I guess I'm not on the moon right now, but I digress. Actually, do I want to clear out my... I'll clear out my inventory real quick. Because... Oh, actually, maybe I can do that later. Duty Finder... Yeah, so would you believe that, like, I finally reached the point where, like, we finally reached the moon, and the first duty that we're gonna do there is to fight Zodiac, which I kind of am surprised we're fighting him as early as we are, because I feel like there's still so much more story to come that, like, this could go any which way, if I'm being completely honest. But I digress. So while I'm waiting for that to do its thing, looks like I'm not dropping any frames, so we're in a good spot right now. While I'm waiting for, for a party to be created, I'm just gonna bum around and get the collectibles, which is what I've been doing. What's it called? Like, why my inventory is pretty much littered with collectibles. Which is all well and good. All because of that sodding achievement in the game, which is to collect 8,000... 8,000? Yeah, 8,000 collectibles. Holy crap. Like, why is it so much? I don't get a game. Or rather, the person who thought that was a good idea for an achievement. You know what people will absolutely want to do? Collect a hell of a lot of collectibles. Actually, speaking of which, I have got so much beef with the trophy list, yet there's so many good things I can also say about it as well. So, simply put, like, the game's collectibles can be split into a few different categories. We've got, like, story-related ones, and I'm specifically talking the PS5 version. I'm gonna ignore the PS4 version because that is a very good list. But I'm going to specifically talk about the PS5 trophy list, and the PS5 list is very, very good, without a doubt. However, it's very, very bad at the same time, because its trophies can be listed into categories like story, collectibles, raids, story, collectible, raid, story, collectible, raid, and then everything else. Because there's a lot of story trophies in this game, and it does require you to have all of the expansions up to and including what's it called? Shadowbringers. You don't need to have Endwalker to get the platinum, though ideally by the time you even reach that point you might as well get Endwalker, being completely honest. And if you haven't already gotten the game, then you'll likely get Endwalker when you buy the game now, post the actual release of Endwalker. And like, all the trophies are pretty well done. Like, the story trophies ask you to play through the entire story as a whole, and that's a nice thing. It's nice to be able to play through what is like a really good story. Like, I really enjoyed the MSQ for this game. But then there are trophies in the game, so that's really well done. And then, like, the game does ask you to, like, trophies do ask you to do a lot of different raids, namely completing Alexander, completing Eden, completing Alexander, Eden, and Alexander, Omega, and Eden, and doing the Crystal Palace, doing Bahamut as well, so Bahamut series of raids, doing the Savage version of, so the only Savage the Platinum will ask you for is the Savage version for the second coil of Bahamut, which honestly is not hard at all, and in fact, if anything, you probably do by yourself. Though ideally you want to do it with at least, you know, a tank as an ally if you don't have any tank classes yourself. Yeah, so and also it asks you to do like the various series of alliance raids. So that is the Thr3e raid in Shadowbringers, the Ivolus raids in Stormblood, the the ghost ship in List of Raids in Heaven's Ward. So the game asks you to complete a lot of different things and a lot of different storylines, and at the end of the day, I kind of consider that all to be story related to some extent, because I feel like they're all going to play into each other within Endwalker at some point. And even if they don't, it's still nice to play through at the end of the day. Now, where the trophies fall off for me completely is in the collectible area, where so simply put, there are two collectible trophies you want to keep an eye out for. There is collect 8,000 collectibles and craft 5,000 collectibles. And as you can probably understand, that is not fun. Because under no circumstances would you ever need to grind out that many collectibles. By no need whatsoever would you ever have to do that. So I never really understood why the game kind of asks, or why the trophies even ask you to do something like that, when it's not something that anyone should really even do. You know, because what are you going to do with that many collectibles? The higher your level is, the better the quality the collectibles are, and then you can then exchange those collectibles for scripts. And scripts are used to get better collecting and crafting gear. And of course, collecting have their own scripts, whereas crafting has their own scripts. And I've already crafted 5,000 collectibles. And trust me when I say that was a massive waste of time in what is otherwise like such a good game. Like, this game is so good. Or at least I've had an exceptionally nice time with it, and I honestly was kind of scared that I wouldn't enjoy it, what with it being an MMO, and I feel like I can only say over and over again how much MMOs aren't for me. But at the end of the day, the fact that I played this and really enjoyed it, I feel like it shouldn't be taken away from the fact. I don't know if we're actually like gaining people or losing people in our journey to do the Darkened Side. Cause like we lost 1 DPS but gained a tank, so like I feel like tanks and healers are just really hard to come by now. But I digress. Tail feather. Oh, it's in Drowning Fallen. But yeah, that is my beef with the achievements in the game. Almost all the achievements are really well done because it asks you to play through so much of the game and all of its different sort of storylines. But the collectible Chivos can just suck on my fat cock for all I care, because it's not. Why do you need to collect, or rather gather 8,000 collectibles? Under what circumstance would you need anywhere near that many collectibles? Hell, even crafting 5,000 was very annoying. And yet, like, I don't know, man. Just, I don't vibe with it, to be honest. The DLC Chivos, on the other hand, they at least do a fairly good job as well. Asking you to, of course, play through those store raids like Alexander, Omega, and of course, and Eden, and then doing those Alliance raids as well. So, Nia, Ivolus, and the Ghost Ship, or whatever it was called. I can't remember exactly what the name of it was. I could probably look it up right now. Just teleport to Lidloran while I look it up, because I'm pretty sure I should know it. It's on the raids, wasn't it? Oh jeez, where did I go? New Game Plus. God damn it, what was it called? What was it called? It was the Shadow of Mark. There we go. Shadow of Mark. That's the one I meant to say. It's all well and good, but like, yeah, again, that's a glaring flaw, Chivo hunting wise. Because again, the rest is really, really good. I haven't really touched on the achievements in Endwalker yet that much, but from what I've seen, they all seem to be pretty okay. Just like with the previous DLCs, you've got to complete the normal raid, you've got to complete the Alliance raid, and of course, it asks you to do a Savage version of the normal raid or the Savage version of the raid as well. Which is neat, like, that's cool. Provides you with a bit of challenge as well to plan ahead accordingly and understand the fights and battles and everything along those lines. I can't remember how long it took me to... it took before I got into the other... to the last duty that I did in Endwalker. Where's the teleport? There we go. Annex Shrine, where are we at? Gotcha. All's well that it ends well, though. We'll see what happens here, because I'm quite surprised to see Zodiac as early as we have. I don't get if we've seen him too early or too late. I feel like it just doesn't feel like it was the right time. And maybe I'm a crazy person for thinking that, but like, I'm just trying to understand, like, was it a good idea for like, them to show Zodiac at all even? Because now he's been... So he was essentially trapped on the moon in a prison, and now he's been freed by Fandaniel. Fandaniel has now given his life to give, or rather, for him to lose his current body in order to take over Zodiac's. We don't... Like, I'm pretty sure Zodiac was always alive. I can't help but think that. So he kind of took over the body of someone who's already alive. Which I think is what most Ascians are able to do regardless. It's just interesting that that's kind of the way they went with it. But also at the same time, it seems one thing that I noticed was that Heidelin had a lot more humanity to her versus Zodiac, who is perceived as like this giant monster. And I wonder if that sort of like character design was intentional. Because you don't imagine the villains being seen as sort of like... seen as being human-like in any capacity, but considering what the last few kind of events that have happened in the story were, we find ourselves in an interesting place where, like, they're kind of doing more and more heinous things. Specifically, Fan Daniel. Using his dad as a puppet to... well, his dad's dead body to try and bring Anima to life. Rather, not Fan Daniel, but, crap, Xenos. I didn't need to put Xenos in power. Like, I don't know, there's a mess of things that are going on at the moment, and I could only begin to describe it. All I can say is that, you know, they're trying to really decrep it up, and I appreciate that, like, that this expansion does seem to have its moments. Yet I still somehow think that Shadowbringers overall, at least up until like level 74 quests, were still, well, it wasn't that strong, but it was getting to that point where like you had the symbolism, the writing, and especially with like how everything kind of came together. It felt like you could kind of look at a particular part of it and then try and like think to yourself, well, if this is what's happened and this, all of these things are linked by like their theme of light. Oh, I think we've got it. Let me just change my class. There we go. Easy. Cool, we're in. Holy crap. Probably worth mentioning I haven't done this fight at all, so I don't know what to expect. I haven't looked it up, but hopefully it shouldn't be too bad. Eternal Darkness, Zodiac.
Establishing connection. All creation shall bend to my will.
Vivi save us. Vivi's song is here as well. Jesus. I haven't seen her in ages.
The marvels of sins were playthings.
Oh, okay. You need to run away. Did I just get wiped? What the heck? Wait, hold on. How did I get wiped? I really want to know what happened there. I'm going to look back on this and just see what happened. Oh jeez, I need to get out of there. Unfortunately, I seem to have run in the wrong direction and I wasn't able to attack, unfortunately. But I should be able to manage that now. Oh, yeah. He's attacking everyone. Oh. Okay, everyone, put it together. Oh, it's a continuous attack. So some people ran away a little bit too early and the rest of us got the brunt of it. I feel like he's in, yeah. my hold over Zodiac will be complete. So it's clear that he doesn't have full control of Zodiac yet. But if he doesn't have full control, does that mean that he's going to then relinquish control when he gets defeated? Is that what's going to happen, or is it going to be something else?
At last, I am become Zodiac.
I am become. Oh man, that's a reference and a half. Okay, I gotta run off in this direction, otherwise we are starved. So what's happening here?
All in existence, back to my will.
Ah, okay, so it actually shifted the orientation of the platform that we're on. Oh damn, okay, I got pushed off. I did not actually think that... Okay. Okay, that's interesting, so he pushes you off. That's a yikes from me. Astral flow. Oh, he's okay, so he's gonna push the platform again, or rotate the platform again. Nox is right. Wow, shit. I think... Okay, so he's using Igiro on, like, Sukon and Little Owl Nico. Mistress Woe, on the other hand. Who are they aiming for next? I'm next. Anastasia. Oh, god damn it, am I about to get wiped again? Yeah, I feel like that was bound to happen with how low my health was. Plus I didn't have second wind to help me on that one, unfortunately. Looks like Zodiac has his own version of One Wing Angel. For those of you guys that don't know, One Wing Angel is a move in the original Kingdom Hearts that is used by Sephiroth, and it leaves you with 1 HP and 1 MP at the end after he uses it. Of course, that is if you fight him during the Platinum match in the... Oh. Healer's Limit Break. Wait, what the heck? What is it that Vivi song knew that we didn't? Well, it could be a lot of things, to be completely honest. Kype? Why? Maybe we can still recover from here? Who knows? Oh yeah, Nox is just like, nah, I'm out, peace. Jumps off. Need to run. I feel like you can only really do the same things over and over. I'm just gonna peace out in this direction here. Just so, like, I don't get hit, ideally. Oh, Jesus, okay. Oh, jeez. I just noticed I'm about to get attacked. Right. Let's use this combo next. Because I want to make sure that I keep using, Tinkago... No, not Tinkagoten. It is... Oh. What is that move called that I've been using this entire time? Midare Setsuge. Here we go. Okay, I'm good. I'm good. I'm still okay-ish. For how much longer? Bug it if I know, and I don't want to find out if it's any time soon. Also, why am I the leader? I just noticed that I'm the lead. I've got the massive L next to my name. Or the L on the top right side of my name, rather.
At last, I am become Zoya.
Oh no, but that twat still gave his life to, like, give Zodiac life. So he still kinda sucks. Regardless, the fact that he's trying to bring Zodiac back a little. What, like a few hundred years past? What the hell are you on about? Trying to make it sound like bloody art. Come on. Damn it, I got wiped.
I've waited for this day.
Where were we? Where were we supposed to go? As long as I think we stay in the middle, we should be fine. Oh hell no. I should have probably seen that one coming, but anyway, I digress. Oh. We got... What is up with that move? It instantly, like, seems to wipe everyone. Unless he tries to invul that attack that he's using right now. feel like I'm the one who's laying the team down, even though like this is kind of like technically a story dungeon, you know. What are these guys up to? Aren't they gonna get wiped? Oh, actually no, they're not, because the thing is gonna shift. The platform is gonna shift. Damn it. Summoner Riz us. God, Summoner's the only one who's got Riz left, I think. Vivi's back. Vivi Song. God damn. The healers, man. Like, though I feel like I'm letting the healers down in equal capacity right now, and I don't know whether I should feel worse about it. I suppose by not looking up the fight, I kind of technically let the entire team down, in a way. But I digress. Oof. Nox Ori is the only one left. Need people alive for that. I've been raising you. Sukon's like, oh, Sukon these. Oh, Sukon these nuts. Nice. %20 now, easy. Yeah, that's fine, just when both of us died. He's got a variety of 80 and 81 and 82 yet. Alright, Steam finally. We're good now. Okay, cool.
The end has come.
It's clear he's playing on PC.
Will be beautiful.
But I digress. Again, no shade, because I'm pretty sure their PC folks are going to be the ones carrying us anyways. Because when you play an MMO, usually you'd expect it to be, you know, on a PC that you play it on. As long as I follow the triangle, I think we should be okay. Triangle person, whoever that is. Is that Vivi? Yeah, it's Vivi. Yep. I think I'm just gonna keep using the same combo because that seems to work for me pretty. At least it will work out for me pretty well. I wonder.
Will you live to see the end?
Oh, god damn it. Here you go. Come on. I think he needs to lose like 30% of his health and then he'll gain total control of Zodiac. That's what I've noticed so far, and I could be wrong about that. Here we go. I'm pretty sure he's only lost 30% of his health in actuality.
At last, I have become Zodiac.
God, the broken English. But I appreciate it. That's the clunkiness of it all, isn't it?
The natural order overturned. All in existence, bent to my will.
Ah, I was so close.
My life's work, my masterpiece.
Holy crap, that was too close. What the heck? Do not do that. Do not do that next time. Oh my god. If it's not a like a if there isn't a level of certainty behind me like faffing about and trying to keep myself alive, like you're probably not worth doing, yeah?
All in existence, bent to my will.
Oh, hold on, do I still know I can't use it yet?
Faithfully recreated.
Hmm? Okay, so here we go.
Skies all tears of flame.
Man, I'm out of that, yikes.
All covered.
God damn it.
Will you live to see the end?
4, 5. Prognosis will only be able to help us so much here, I think.
All in existence, bent to my will. Will you live to see the end?
One more move, and then I can use Midare Setsugeka. Jesus, did I just do the... I'm pretty sure I must have gotten hit by at least one of those attacks. No, I got wiped. Damn it! It's always the flames. God damn it. Really should have followed it. Okay, Suck On is definitely in my good books right now. Was just saving my ass constantly.
All in existence, bent to my will.
We're close. We are so close.
Will you
damn it. Okay, wait. Come on. Just a little bit to go. Like, we've almost got this. God damn it. No. What should I do? Just keep doing what I'm doing. I feel like... actually, you know what? I should probably be more up in front. The realization came a little bit too late. Their next move is most likely going to be his last, so I think we need to DPS our way out of this crap. Oh, damn it. Why? Why did I go white?
Is this the limit of your power? Is this how it ends?
It almost sounds like the way that he said, "Is this all?" It makes me think, like, does he think that this is like, as in, is this not going to be enough power to take him out, to beat him? Or am I just completely missing something here? Because that's how I interpreted it. Oh, the Watcher. So the guy who was actually who had imprisoned Zodiac, or was keeping him imprisoned. The teleporter will deliver you to safety. Okay, sweet. That's cool.
Incomplete and insufficient. Of course he was no match.
So,
Once again,
what?
you left my best laid plans in ruins. And played your role to perfection. Thus, sealing my victory.
The heck is he on about? Wait, is he going to...
From the first, all I wanted.
So he wants Zodiac to die, but for what reason? What is he going to gain from this? Is he...
But one of many methods to achieve the desired.
It would have been the same had Xenos died in my place.
The same
Look,
had
Xenos... Is he trying to use power to make Xenos stronger or something? Like, is this what's happening? Or is there something else?
a more satisfying way to ensure success than to take control myself. My sole regret is that you lived to tell the tale. Even so, I have fulfilled my heart's desire.
Wait, what? So, your heart's desire. Well, your heart isn't going to be lasting for much longer, let's say that much.
Mark the beginning of the end.
What does Zodiac's existence have?
Of the final day.
So, how does Zodiac's death trigger the final days? This was never anything that was explicitly mentioned up until now, but I feel like we're about to get answers pretty soon. So so Zodiac is Gonburgers, who we kind of thought was the main villain.
How quickly strength fades and blood cools. Old familiar sensations. So many lives, so many deaths. No different this. I close my eyes and slip into the dreamless slumber. tired song and dance. Routine. Always I wait.
Okay, at least one thing that I'm happy about is I hope we never see Fan Daniel
But
again.
not this time.
Nothing left unsaid. Honestly, this bastard talks way too much. If I'm being honest.
Inherit my hell. I intone with glee.
What was his true name anyways?
I was would weep for what I have become. The all-consuming contempt.
Okay. You
But
said
I've the wisdom of 10 millennia to justify my answer to the question. No value in their existence. Not a whit. For all that I looked. None that I did see. A final chance then for Heidelin and her faithful. In cataclysm, prove me wrong. I snare. All shall return to nothingness, as was your will, Emperor Sunday. I, the star, and every living being, consigned to your oblivion.
why does he want us to die so much? I mean, I know that his existence was purely to sow discord and ideally destruction across the world, because he existed purely to want to destroy the star and destroy everyone and everything, including himself. He has to some extent been destroyed, but for what reason? What was the cost? Like, what benefit was he going to get from such a cost that could, you know, cause this level of certainty?
At last.
What the heck is that? Okay, we're just seeing things. We're just seeing things. The Watcher is there. Sweet, we've got backup. To some extent. The world continues to turn. I wonder if you can explain what was going on. Below or above at this point, I can't really tell. I feel like if we were upside down, we wouldn't really be able to figure it out either, yeah? It was all truth. Wait, hold on, but to what extent? With the death of Zodiac, the laws of nature over which he presided have begun to... Okay, so he doesn't... So his existence does in fact have something to do with keeping the world in its sort of natural sense of balance. An omen granted by the echo. An omen or what was the opposite of an omen? Because an omen... Well, I suppose an omen is more of a bad thing than a good thing, so fair enough. A vision of the horrors to come. The destruction of the world, if you will. I feel like we've always been on a short time span, but is that Xenos that just came out of the ground? Or someone else? That doesn't look... No, that isn't. Yeah, that is Xenos. Yeah, you can kind of like make out his face a bit.
contest with you this day.
But why though? Like I'm pretty sure he must have just come here to fight us.
Slavering beasts gather at your gates, ravenous and eager. Already you turn to them and away from me. I must go forth once more in search of power far beyond the might of Shinryu. Power to make your heart. For the eldest of primals was a betrayal of promise. A pathetic creature incapable of
I feel like there's no joy to be had in even trying to fight Xenos. Like, we know he exists, that we must defeat him in order to stop whatever it is that he does. But at the same time, there's almost no benefit in doing so because he almost just gets off on it every single sodding time. Even he doesn't seem to see the value in fighting us because he doesn't feel like he's not going to get enough out of it. So then, at the end of it all, like, what does this mean for us? You know? Like, he doesn't even seem like the bad guy anymore. He just seems like an idiot who just wants to fight, and that is about it. Though it doesn't mean that moments like this aren't going to be as tense as they would have been otherwise. At the very least, we won't have to deal with Fan Daniel anymore. I sensed others arriving not long ago, though my communication with Heidelin have grown frequent. Okay, so it looks like we might actually have some backup now. Speaking of which, where's my... I'm only 66% of the way through. Damn it. Well, anyway. Could be worse. Now, before I get too carried away, might want to just check on... Actually, no. Probably not worth doing that just yet. I was going to check on my company, but I'll probably do that later. The grand company, but anyway. I'll do that later. Not worth looking into now. I just realized that this is the stuff that I think this might actually be the song that actually keeps getting me I need to check out why I keep getting crap, what's it called? Copyright strike for like some of my FF14 streams, and I think it might be because of that horse, but I'll check it out afterwards. So at the very least, like, Kryl is pretty much in the middle of also getting recovered, just like everyone else. Alphino and Elze insisted they remained on Garlemald. Okay. So at the very least, we've got a few people, you know, kind of backing us up. Not unlike perhaps, but not the same. Yeah, it would be a shock to find out that Zodiac is no more. Oh, the Watcher's not feeling too good at the moment. So what is it exactly that we're going to need? Interesting, so the crystals around here actually hold on to a lot of very important information across time and space. Interesting. The Watcher's gonna need to rest. It's still hard to believe that, like, you know, the Ascians in time past had, you know, have since been pretty massive in size. But anyway. Oh crap, I fell off. God damn it. Hold on, let me just go up again. I didn't think I was actually going to fall off, like, the balcony or whatever this thing is on the side. Banister, off the banister, really. Yeah, that's what they are, banisters. Ooh, crap, I fell off the banister again. Jesus Christ, what the heck am I doing? Would I not just be better, like, riding a mount? I still love the haptic feedback of the PS5 controller. That's one thing that is, you know, I just can't seem to get over no matter what. But I digress. Okay. Dating back to the beginning of Zodiac's imprisonment. Interesting. Well, if we go further down, where are we going? Well, how far down are we going? Faintly glow. There we go. So this crystal must be the next one. Interesting. So it seems like with every rejoining that happens, or not every rejoining, but rather every calamity, with each star being added back on to the source, you seem to slowly get more and more antsier about being freed. Brightly glowing crystal. Seems they came directly to him to try and free him. Time to explain to Stoller exactly what we found out so far. The fact that she could actually create the sodding moon is one thing. Oh, well, creating him was one thing. The whole sodding moon is another thing altogether. Alright, so what's the deal with all the stuff that's going on now?
It is we who should thank you. The records stored here are nothing short of extraordinary. There is much we could learn of Zodiac and his imprisonment. But perhaps you could offer us more focused guidance. Pray, tell us of the calamity that came before and comes now again.
We're gonna get a heaping lot of story. Without a doubt. Okay, before the Great Sundering, there was but a single world. Th3e, okay.
Were the ancients ever able to deduce its source?
It seems no one was able to figure it out. That kind of sucks. However, the Convocations struck upon a method to predict where the corruption would manifest. Really? Do tell. What would the convocation have done to her? Confiscation, what am I saying? What's a convocation gonna do? How would they predict? Flow through all creation in the form of various currents. That is true, yes. Ether does spread in that way. Okay, so similar to how tectonic plates are kind of connected within our world, as does the various forms of ether.
Celestial currents. I cannot say I am familiar with the concept.
Few scholars of our time knew of their existence. I feel like this might be something that What's-Her-Face at Thr3e explained. Crap, I forgot what the elephant lady's name was. But it's deemed to be something a bit more spiritual, but still kind of exists within a similar plane as does most of the forms of ether. Inciting incidents occurred in regions where the flow was weakest. Okay.
And so they sought a means to harness the forces of darkness, of activity and growth. Thus was Zodiac conceived.
So that's the reason they brought Zodiac into the world, was to harness the power of darkness and continue to provide the world with ether continuously in order to avoid these sort of natural disasters and bits of destruction.
The laws of nature and quicken the flow of ether within the star.
And with him no more, I can see how the world is going to slowly tear itself apart. With the advent of Zodiac, our end was averted. Okay, interesting, but where do we go from here now? That's the question.
Emmett Selk claimed that those who summoned Heidelin did so because they saw Zodiac's power as a threat. Is that...
Because the idea, wasn't the idea of like Heidelin being summoned was that she was meant to keep Zodiac in check so that he doesn't, because understandably his power can be seen as something of a very scary thing. But then also the final days happened before... Did the final days of Amarot happen before all of this, right? Or did it happen during the existence of both Heidelin and Zodiac? Sun Zodiac herself and the star into lesser reflections that she might confine him in this place. Because obviously his destruction is going to lead to significantly worse things. Which does make sense. She did mention to to wipe out the darkness, but is that exactly what she meant? But with all beings, intent is not always in accord with spoken word. They're both constructs of man. And that's where both Heidel and Zodiac being primals comes from. When one summons a primal, the person or the group that summoned the primal creates the individual that's being summoned using their own sense of thought, ideology, and action that they want to do onto that primal that they're summoning. In the case of like summoning Shiva, that Ice Lady person, I can't remember her name, who died slightly later on. She summoned Shiva with the intention that it was going to be Shiva, but instead she ended up summoning whom she perceived to be, or what she thought of Shiva was. Yeah, half of Aetherius' population, which was, if I remember right, post the final days of Amarot. So, all of this happens after the final days of Amarot. Still more effort was needed to confine him, of course, knowing how much energy was put into summoning the guy. And as such, we were one of them.
The Ascians set in motion 7 rejoinings before we came to oppose them. How many more worlds would have been lost had we not placed our faith in her? How many more souls living in the present would have been snuffed out for the sake of those long dead?
Who knows, really? Like, realistically speaking, who knows?
Well, in light of recent events, I see no reason to doubt your words. And even if Heidelin is not a god in truth, if Minfilia believes that we should trust in her plans, then I choose to do just that.
Well, see, Thancred is kind of based. Just because, like, he kind of believes in Minfilia no matter what.
Which brings me to a rather important question. Let's suppose we try but fail to stop this second coming of the final days. Should the source fall, what will become of the other worlds?
The nomenclature is more fitting than you know. Really. How so? And its reflection will share in its fate. Of course, because the different stars are from the source. Destroy the source, and ideally you would think that that would also occur as well. Because we all share the same fate at the end of the day. Well, the source to its parts, but not necessarily the parts to its source. What exactly is ready? Should I be concerned here? I feel like I should to some extent, but yeah, whatever goes.
Yes, but what is it?
So what is the contingency? Is the capable vessel of bearing the people of Aetherius to safe harbor. So in the event that the world gets destroyed, the moon is meant to be like a Noah's Ark of sorts? You need not go far to find its parts. In fact, I should be happy to take you to them. and fulfill my final duty as Watcher in the Dark. That is wild. What? So the moon was created as a Noah's Ark, essentially. God damn, what? Okay. 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 Is that the dog that we were riding before? Crushing Brand, where is that? It's all the way over there, god damn it. Alright, I'm just gonna suicide my way over to here. Now I just need to remember which way the dog actually took us. We should be able to find our way through here somewhere. So about there somewhere. Here we go. So that's Valus Vulnerus. I wonder how you make up names of places when you create like a game and you've got to like, you know, make up fictional locations. I wonder how you kind of, you know, do that sort of thing. I don't know if there's like ocean fishing going on here or something rather, but anyway. Anyway. How much further do we need to go? A little bit more. What level is this? 83. Damn. One giant week. I'm really hoping that soon I'll be able to get the ability to fly across here. Because it will be pretty damn cool when I am. So the current quest I'm on is Helping Hands. Argos cannot manifest without sufficient concentration of ambient ether. You'd be hard-pressed to find a greater confluence than inside this cavern. Okay, so we're going to a cave. But then how was he able to appear before? Or was it that he appeared in the cave and then just so happened to, you know, find us? Assuming that I'm right and it is actually that, you know, dog thing from before. God damn it. I have to find my way through. I was hoping I didn't have to, but anyway. Might as well. Okay, well, and then Midare Setsugeka. Do it. Weep. Okay, there's the Watcher. Let's talk to him. So I assume that all of these plants are kind of covered in ether to some extent. That's why they're able to kind of glow in the dark, if you will. Luna Spongoi. Spongoi. Spongboy. Oh, so it was him. He's even able to create reflections of himself on the web. That is insane. Maybe. I mean, you can't really make him do anything if you wanted to. He seems like a very free spirit, if you will. Right then. So which way are we going? So do we need to leave the cave, that means? I mean, I'm assuming we need to leave the cave. It's Friday night, so I'm sure like there's gonna be more party finders going on. Daily roulette leveling. Limited leveling. 85. Thr3e. Maybe I should sign up for the leveling duty. What's leveling duty look like? Oh no. There's no adventurer in need. Maybe I'll do guild heists. Get that adventurer in need bonus, if you will. Okay, that was quick. That was way too quick. Yep, so Argos will take us the rest of the way. Annoy the void. Ideally, we want to extinguish these flames and then take on Buso. The moment Buso is dead or all of the flames are gone, that's when we're all good.